righty, good evening everybody. Thank you for coming through to my traditional graveyard shift Thursday night. But I'm glad to see all of you here this evening. It's exciting times at DuePoint, and it actually feels wonderful as we move into summer now. The energy levels are rising. We've only got about, 4 or 5 weeks left to December. And then depending on when you're going on leave, I think it's literally 6 weeks and this year is over. And then we're in the future, 2020. I mean, that was what all the science fiction movies were made after 2020. If you go back and watch, it was always 2021, 2027. We're in the future in 6 weeks' time. I'm waiting for the floating cars and the holograms in the streets and all of that. It's quite exciting. So I'm feeling quite energized at the moment about it, the prospect of a wonderful year next year. But we've got a year to finish here right now. And we're going to spend the next sort of 45 minutes talking about DuePoint and what it does for you. Oh, there's an assault going on here, Donnie. All right, guys, just put your phones on silent for me. We're going to spend the next sort of 45 minutes talking about DuePoint. If you're a brand new guest with us, I hope that by the end of it you understand why we feel the sense of energy that we do about it and why we feel that we now have a real sense of hope despite everything that is going on in our country and in our economy. To start with this evening, though, ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you that DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're a public and listed life and short-term insurance company. We've been around since 1952, so we are not new. And we are not from overseas. We are a local South African company. You can find our offices around the country. And of course, you can see through the camera already, walls, bricks, mortar, and people. You can call our client service team anytime, Monday to Friday, and come and see and meet us as a real business, a South African business here. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, we often get people who say to us these things sort of come and go, but we want you to know and have comfort in our longevity. Go onto our websites, go onto Constantia's website, see our financial statements, see who our directors are, BE status, and all these sorts of things. Get yourself comfortable with who we are. Now, about half a decade ago now, we started the division, DuePoint, and it had one objective. Its objective was to create an economic solution for South Africans. We already knew then, but it has become more and more crystal clear that we as South Africans were in real economic crisis. I think the events of the last 3 days have just been reinforcing the crisis that we are in South Africa. It is quite sad. And can I tell you that for the first time in my life, I'm starting to notice a reverse trend. We were getting busier and busier on our roads. Do you remember that? Do you remember how bad traffic was getting? I've started to notice over the last 3 weeks how traffic is starting to thin. That means there are less people driving. Why? Because they have left. Why do you think they have left? Because we are in economic crisis. There is no jobs left in South Africa. There are no opportunities to start new businesses. There's certainly no space for promotions. And that leaves all of us as South Africans in a position where we cannot control our personal economic circumstances. We cannot increase our income and we cannot decrease our expenditure. When we have 12 petrol price increases in 20 months, we are unable to reduce our expenditure. That's what crisis looks like. We saw this 5 years ago. We never knew it would come true so quickly and so fast and so poignantly as it has in the last 5 years. But here we are, and we believe we've got a solution for South Africans. Those of us who are going to stay behind, those of us who are going to stay here and build, we've got a tool for you that we believe you can use here. It is not a tool that asks you to sell. It is not a tool that asks you to present. And it is not a tool that's going to take your money. We've got plenty of those in South Africa already. If you were listening to Power FM just 2 mornings ago, yesterday morning in fact, you would have heard them talking about pyramid schemes and Ponzi schemes. And it was very interesting to hear how South Africans, out of their own mouths, saying, we understand that these things are illegal and we understand that most people lose money, but we're so desperate we're willing to swing to see if we can be the winner this time. Now, there's always only one winner. All the tens of thousands of others just lose their money every time. That is not what the DuePoint system is. We wanted to build a system that created wealth. We therefore used technology. Our technology asks you simply to connect South Africans to us. By doing that, you create greater market penetration for us, which results in greater revenue. Greater revenue allows us then to create for you recurring wealth. Recurring income is income that's there every month for you. That is what you need if you're going to change your economic circumstances. And therefore, we built that system. How did we do it? We built it off the back of our financial services products. They run on debit order systems, which run every single month, no matter what you are doing. in your month. So if you say, I'm too busy for this, you'll be glad to know that you're not going to have to spend any time chasing after people to be buying things so that your income comes in. Our debit orders raise automatically and your income flows in through our system. We also built the system, ladies and gentlemen, in South Africa, so we know what all of our circumstances are. Boy, do we know what they are. These days, our circumstances, you could write books about the circumstances that we're in South Africa. We built the system to accommodate you. You do not have a unique set of circumstances. Your set of circumstances have been catered for in our system. Our technology means that you can build wealth 24 hours a day, nationwide, and it means that you have the ability to leverage others in the process of doing this for you. And therefore, you're able to pull yourself out of any circumstance that you're in. You don't have to go and run off and gamble your money on one of these things that blows in and then blows out again. Some interesting ones that were actually listed in that radio interview yesterday. You should go and listen to it. Some of them are the new ones, the flavor of the month. Already the regulators have their eyes on it because they know they're Ponzi's and that people are only losing their money. So I'm not going to mention any of them, but one of them has the word cloud in it. So just for those of you who know. Folks, we have built the system so that it protects the wealth that you create with us. The 3 rules to wealth creation: increase your earnings, decrease your expenditure, and protect what you've got. As a wealth engineer at no cost, you get the free service of a lawyer at the end of your phone 24 hours a day. This means that no matter what's happening in your life, you now have the protection of legal power with you 24 hours a day. You get that by simply being a wealth engineer with us here at DuePoint. And you get all of that and the service and the tool of our wealth creation at no cost. Remember, I said to you, we're not in the business of taking people's money. We're in the business of making money for people. Therefore, there is no cost for the use of our system. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you get free use of our offices, our systems, our staff, everything that is here at DuePoint. This is not a financial decision for you this evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to be departing with money that's lost speculating or hoping for. This is simply a case of picking the tool up and using it with us. In addition, you're not selling, you're not brokers, you're not intermediaries, you're not agents, you're not representatives, and you're not presenters or employees of ours. You're just using a piece of tech to connect South Africans to us. It means that everybody, no matter what your circumstances, educational qualification is, are able to create wealth with us here at DuePoint. You're able to build an asset that you can price and sell, an asset that will outlive you. When you pass away one day, this channel of income that you've created, this asset that you've produced with us will automatically be transferred to your children, and they will earn the income and be able to build the asset that you started during your lifetime. This is an intergenerational wealth creation company. One of the things that was said on this interview yesterday was the fact that people say, no. If you go to legitimate income earning places, they don't pay you enough. Only the illegal ones will pay you what you want. This is out of the mouths of South Africans. They then had an executive director of the FSCA online who said, well, if you do that, you are then a criminal. Why are you a criminal? Because you're earning money from the proceeds of crime. When returned to the floor, the lady said, no, if we're doing it voluntarily, it's not illegal. Isn't it a pity? Now, what we do here, ladies and gentlemen, instead is we create permanent, intergenerational wealth. Not this fly-by-night stuff, not stuff that's from the proceeds of crime. Proper, growing, annuity, recurring income that will not only be there for your life, but for the life of the generations that come after you. And we've built the system in the simplest possible way. Don't have to do anything fancy. You just need to be able to tap your phone and connect using our technology other people to us. As you do that, as you connect individuals to us, your channel of distribution with us begins. These individuals you connect will connect people as well. And as that continues to happen, you have created for us a platform of distribution. We then come along as DuePoint and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel that you have created, and your income is born. You didn't have to sell anything. You didn't have to present anything. You simply connected people. We did the rest of the work. And we distribute that wealth to you in 2 separate ways. The first way is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 for every product payment in your channel every month that those products are paid for, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment was made. So effectively, you're going to run out, you're going to connect a few people. They'll pay for their products, and you're going to get 27 Rand 50 multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand, not once, but every time that product is paid for. You don't chase after people to make those payments each month. Our system automatically raises the debit orders on products that never go off, that never get used up, that are never broken, and always delivered perfectly and instantaneously to everyone that you connect. These individuals will go and connect a few more people. Those individuals will pay for their products, and again, you'll get 27 Rand 50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. You have the ability to create and control your own income. That's the thing that we've lost. If individuals take more than one product, you're earning multiples of the 55 Rand. If one person takes two products, you've got 110 Rand a month. 3 products, 165 Rand, and so on and so on. In this example, you've connected a handful of people. You're earning around about 12,000 Rand a year. It's 1,000 Rand a month. You haven't had to do anything fancy. People sometimes say, yes, but Brennan, it's so hard. And I go, really, is it harder than the job that you do right now? What job do you do right now? I will bet you it's harder than tapping your phone and connecting people to us, because that's what we ask. A handful of connections, and you've already created 1,000 Rand a month's worth of income. Connect more people, spend more time and energy on the process of creating your platform of distribution, and you can create any form of income you would like with us. Is it 500 Rand or 5,000 Rand or 50,000 Rand or 500,000 Rand a month? You'll decide. You'll decide what it is. There's no ceiling. We don't cut you off at any point. As long as you qualify to earn, you can build a channel as big as you can during your lifetime. Hand it over to your children, and they can take it from that point forward. We have the ability to demonstrate to you the leverage of this tool. You know, the people that say, no, they need to go to illegal things to earn real money. Well, we disagree with them. And that we can not only disagree with them that they have to go there, but we can disagree that it has to be done illegally. We can do it legally. We can connect people and build wealth over time. If you're willing to put time and energy in, we can demonstrate to you what you can expect to earn with us. We use a simple example. It's called 3 plus 2. It works in everybody's life. What it asks for is in your first month with us, connect 3 people, and then every month thereafter, connect 2 solid paid people. That's it. 2 people a month. That's 1 person every 15 days. Now, folks, you can connect as many people as you like. You can put 100 people in. If you watch and look at some of our statistics, our top guys will do anywhere between 50 and 70 people in a month, because it's just tapping their phone. It's not selling. It's not presentations, carting stuff around in their cars. It's none of that. It's just connecting people. But we say to you, no, we know you're busy. We know you're important. We know you don't have time. You don't know people. You're not a salesperson. You stop me when I come across something that you haven't thought of already this evening. Folks, we know all of those things. You don't need to do any of those things. You just need to connect 2 people a month, where you do that based on real data of people doing this for nearly half a decade now here at DuePoint. We're able to demonstrate to you the leverage of this tool. Put 3 people in, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2 for 6 months, and you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. You see, I haven't promised you yachts and vacations overseas and millions and like all these cloud thingies do. No, I've said to you, you're going to connect 2 people a month, you're going to be on 2,500 Rand a month. That's every month. It's not once off, it's every month. That's 30,000 Rand a year after 6 months with us. Keep connecting 2 people a month for a year, and that 2,500 becomes about 30,000 Rand. Becomes about 9 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's 120,000 Rand a year. You've engineered for yourself, and you've done it in 12 months. In the next 12 months, what are you doing with your income? See, people say to me, Brennan, this is not for me. I go, really, what is for you then? If this is not for you, what exactly is for you? A new job? There aren't any. A promotion? You're not going to get one. Start your own business? What? When everyone's leaving? When the traffic's getting lighter? When the schools are empty? In fact, I was talking to a principal of a school, and he said that they started this year 30% empty. First time in their 27-year history, because all the people that used to come are gone. What are you going to do in the next 12 months? If this is not for you, what is? All you've had to do is connect 2 people a month, and you have engineered a 10,000 Rand raise a month for yourself, not once off a month, by just connecting people that you're in control of, you can't be fired from, you can't be retrenched from, you can't be downsized from. That's what you've done. What are you spending your time on every day? Is it the job? Because if it's the job, it's making you poorer. You know it. You know you're getting poorer every day that you're there. What are you doing with your time? What about if you were to spend 2 years with us? like many, many wealth engineers have done with us, well, then you can reasonably expect to be on about 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. 27 to 30,000 Rand a month is 360,000 Rand a year. It's only taken you 2 years. How quickly did you get to 30,000 Rand a month in your career? I know that 2/3 of South Africans never get there in their careers because that's what SARS tells us. Only 1/3 of individuals will get to 30,000 Rand a month. It didn't take you 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. It didn't take you 2 months. It wasn't the first 20 people you spoke to. It was 2 years of connecting people with us here. Do it for 3 years. The 30 becomes 40 to 45,000 Rand a month. Do it for 4 years, and it's going to be around about 60,000 Rand a month. And if you're able to do it for half a decade with us, you're on about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's 5 years to 1 million Rand a year with us. 5 years. Like I said, all these other things, they'll tell you you're going to be on that in no time. You come, you put 200 Rand in the morning, you get 700 Rand out at night. Hey, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that just wonderful? Yeah. No, ladies and gentlemen, here you're going to have to spend 60 months with us. And that frightens a lot of South Africans. A lot of South Africans would prefer to continue to be on the downward poverty spiral than spend the next 5 years just connecting a few people a month to us. Why? Because they can't wait for 5 years. What did the lady say on the interview yesterday? No. If you do it legitimately, they never pay you what you want. You've got to do it illegally. She forgets, though, that she's never been paid. The DJ was clever enough to ask her how much she's made. And so she said, I got this much, then I lost this much, then I got that much, then I lost this. And he was calculating it on his phone as she was talking. So at the end of all these big numbers, I got 80 grand, then I lost 60, then I got 100. Then he said, oh, so you've made a loss of 5,000 Rand after all of these things. She had never done the maths on it, you know. And here we say, no, forget about chasing your tail. Spend 60 months with us, 5 years, connecting people. And we will put you in a position where your life will never, ever be the same again. Never, ever. This is a 7-decade-old insurance company. We can make statements like that. When you've just blown in from the Durban Harbour, you can't make a statement like that. But when you've been around for 7 decades, you can make the statement, spend 5 years with us, and everything about your future will be different. Everything. Folks, we have people doing this all the time. Like I said, that was built off of real data, what I just showed you. And every month we put 2 or 3 people from around the country on our stage, just a tiny fraction of the people that are building wealth at DuePoint. And we tell you about their lives. We've got up Yolanda, she's been up about 2-3 weeks ago. She's been with us for 6 months now. That's very short. We work in years here at DuePoint, and she's been here for only half of one. So she's still been here for naught, as far as I'm concerned. 6 months, she tells us she works 4 jobs. 4 jobs to make ends meet. So if you think you're busy, have a chat to Yolanda. And over the last 6 months, she's built a channel that's now worth about 2,500 Rand a month. Do you remember my calculation? It said after 6 months, you should be on 2,500 Rand a month. There we go. She doesn't get to spend hours and hours and hours a day on this business. She's got to fit it in between her 4 jobs. And yet, after 6 months, she's got herself a 30,000 Rand a year income that she's just created for herself. Then we head up to Teresa. She's from Knysna. She's built a channel worth 5,000 Rand. Now, it looks like she's built it over 2.5 years, but she hasn't. Because by her own admittance, 2.5 years ago, she heard about DuePoint, got excited, picked up the tool, and then left and never did anything. She changed cities. She changed her life. She changed jobs. She got all sorts of things that mixed her up. And 2 years and 3 months later, she went, what on earth am I doing? What am I doing? I've just wasted another 2.25 years, and nothing has changed in my life. And she picked up this tool, and in the last 90 days, she's created an income of 4,700 Rand a month. That's 55,000 Rand a year that she now gets. Compliments of DuePoint as a result of just 3 months worth of effort. How difficult is it for you to connect people to us? Folks, we have people across the spectrum. You can go to our DuePoint YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, search DuePoint, and then go and look at the testimonies. Well over 100 now, a small fraction of all the people that have built wealth with us here at DuePoint over the last half decade. Go and look at what they're earning. Whatever you think is what you want to earn, somebody's already earning at DuePoint. You're not the first to see DuePoint. You are well down the list already. Go and watch the stories and work out what you want to earn here with us at DuePoint. That's the first way you create wealth with us. The second way is through our XP Rewards program. Our XP Rewards program is here to teach you how to do this business. Once we've got rid of all of the excuses, people go, well, that's lovely, but I don't know how to do it. But that's great. We will take your hand and we will teach you how to become a social entrepreneur, how to build wealth effectively, how to understand the economy that we live in so that you can create permanent income for yourselves with us here. As you do the education and the training with us, and as you grow, once you've done that, we then allocate to you XP points, experience points. These accumulate. As they accumulate and your channel grows, we rank you up. As we rank you up, we reward you again with cash. Each time you rank up, the cash gets bigger. Then, at rank 5, we start to give you tools, a whole toolkit at rank 5 to take you from beginner to intermediate. We're going to take you to expert after that. But you've now got a set of tools that can take you up a level with us. Now, folks, you can go to our store on our website. Just go to DuePoint.net, click on store, and you can buy tools there that are designed to help you right from the beginning. You don't have to wait until you're rank 5, but at rank 5, we give you the Uber kit for you to get going. And I think we've got 1 or 2 rank 4s that are almost there. Could be this month that we're getting a few more people picking up their pro kits from us. So, guys, get out there, get on the store, get what you can, and aim for rank 5. At rank 7, we give you a 20,000 Rand set of custom-made, imported, gold-gilded business cards. These have real gold in them, not ink, and they are designed so that when you hand them to someone, they realize that this is not one of those things. This is very different, very unique, and very permanent in its ability to create wealth. At rank 9, for those of you who go the distance, guys, not 5 weeks or 5 months, but those of you who put the years in and get to rank 9 with us, then we take you and your family away every year that you maintain your channel size with us. That's potentially for the rest of your life on a 5-star business class, all expenses paid trip. We don't go when it's cheap and cold in July. We go when it's expensive and hot in December. We're leaving on the 7th of December for our next trip. We've been going for years. Everything that I show you this evening has already been delivered, ladies and gentlemen. We don't make fake promises here. We have already delivered on all of them. And as a result, we don't have to show you fake pictures from the internet of what your holiday might look like if you came with us. No, we'll show you wealth engineers with their spouses and their children, not having to spend a single cent, but traveling with us to different locations every year. And 7th of December, we're back on that plane, Latouz Rock. The rank 9s, there's a couple of them in the house tonight, have filled out their forms, their registration forms. They've seen what we're going to be doing there, where we're going to be going. It's going to be another horrible, horrible trip that looks a bit like this. 5 weeks' time, we're off. Who's going to join us? Every year we have new people. Yeah, stop showing off, you two. Every year we have new people joining us. It's a growing crowd. We're going to be doing the sundown cruises, and we're going to be doing the island life. And it's there for people who have already created wealth for themselves. By the time you get to rank 9, you're not a pauper anymore. You're making money. You've created wealth. You can buy your own Mauritius trip if you want. But it's how we demonstrate that our objective is wealth, not cash in transit like all of these other things. It's wealth. At rank 11, we give you another useful wealth tool. It's your own car. It's not branded. It's not financed through us. It's not rented from us. And we don't give it to you and take it away. It's yours. It's yours. It's a tool we hope you'll use to build wealth. That's 11 of the 28 ranks we have in our training program. It's only 1/3 of the way through at the car. I'll leave you with your imagination of what comes in the next 2/3 of that training program. But all of this is available to you. You don't pay for the use of the system or to be involved. You don't pay for the training. None of that. It's all just part of the system here at DuePoint to create wealth for you with us here. Now, folks, all of it is built off the back of our financial services products, like I said at the beginning. We have 5 choices for you at the moment. The first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 324 Rand a month. For that, you get 2 independent products, your very own tax-free investment account, and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month. For that, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover, no waiting periods, no maximum ages, age limits, and no medical declarations or examinations. Everybody in South Africa can be covered by us here at DuePoint. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. Starts at 299 Rand a month. You can pick between 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of cover, whether you want 5 or 10 family members on the plan, and you as the principal member get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover, so that when you pass away one day, we're there to settle 10,000 Rands worth of your debt so that your family don't have to. Our fourth product is our Legal Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month, and for that you get 250,000 Rands worth of legal insurance, legal expenses insurance. This effectively puts a lawyer in the room with you. On our phone, as a wealth engineer, you've got a lawyer at the end of the phone. With this product, you've got the lawyer in the room with you to cover you for any and every aspect of your life. Up to 250,000 Rand per incident. I mean, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And they give you debt counseling, trauma counseling, witness protection, you name it, it's in there. The list is extensive for 249 Rand a month. It's absolutely incredible. And then our fifth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand to be a member. As a member, you get access to all of our corporate suppliers who provide you with discounts and prices and packages and VIP services and all sorts. I've had 2 more suppliers approach us this week to come on board. We're constantly getting new people in with new prices to help you control your personal economy. All of these 5 products have training videos where you can watch comprehensively every term and condition of the product and every benefit of the product so that you can know how to maximize your experience at DuePoint with best-in-class products, best in class in the country, beyond just our wealth creation system that we have here. We wrap our entire business in our Achiever Quest, ladies and gentlemen. Our Achiever Quest is there to get you out the gates in your first month with us and then to sustain you as you grow your wealth with us into the future. It says if you can put 10, 20 or 30 people into your channel in every calendar month and make sure that they paid in the same month, we'll boost your earnings by an extra 5, 10 or 15,000 Rand a month. That's 60 grand a year, 120 grand a year, 180 grand a year that we will boost your earnings by, simply by you getting active. People look at this number and think that's too many people. It's not. It's 1 connection a day. Can you tap your smartphone? I think most of you can. I've seen most of you tapping it during my presentation. So I know you can do it, okay? If you can do that once a day to someone, you can connect 30 people a month. That's 15 grand extra a month that you can create for yourself. It all starts in your head. That's where this business starts, in your head. You want to know more about us? Go for it. I always enjoy that. I had somebody on Facebook the other day, I don't trust these companies, that this, that, the next thing. They've done no research on us. Go do a little research before you start spewing out ignorance. Go to Constantia's website. Find our website, our financial statements there, our directors, our BE status. Go to the JSC's website, look us up under Conduit Capital, see that we're listed on the JSC. Go to the regulators' websites. FSCA's site's got our long-term, short-term, and FSP licenses. Not one, not singular, plural. Go and get whatever comfort you need, because you're going to be spending time with us. Those of you who join us, tens of thousands already having done so, don't spend 5 minutes with us. They spend years with us. So make sure you're comfortable. And then if you want to be a wealth engineer, you've got to do 4 things for us. Firstly, you've got to sign up. You've got to go to our website, DuePoint.net, click apply, join, fill out the form, and you're a wealth engineer in less than 3 minutes. And without a single cent having left your pocket, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to remember that, especially the men, because the men need to go home to their wives. I need to go and talk to them. No, you don't. Tonight, not a single cent will pass from your hands and you becoming a wealth engineer. Then you need our technology, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have to download it. It's a free app, like everything at DuePoint. It doesn't cost you anything. It cost us tens of millions of rands. In fact, just recently, I've done a calculation on the cost of the IT systems that we've developed here. Tens of millions of rands. You get it for free. You think it's just a quick download from the App Store. Nah, it's nothing. No. Tens of million rands into what is one of the most powerful apps in the country today. You get that. Go and download it. Then, thirdly, you need to learn how to use this app, ladies and gentlemen. You need to learn how to use it. This is not network marketing in its traditional and classical form. This is a tech company, which means you need to learn about the tech first before you can connect to people. All right? So go onto our training. You're going to open the app up, bottom right-hand corner. You're going to push Tools. You're going to go to Getting Started, and you're going to watch the videos there. The videos, there's no written or multiple choice exams here. Just watch the video. Once you've watched the first 4 videos, you will know how this business works. And then you'll be able to do that one thing you're going to do for the rest of your life. Connect individuals to DuePoint. Once you've connected 3, you start earning. You start earning. Those 3 you can have got connected by tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Thursday nights is my best presentation. Do you know why? Because I know that nobody works past lunch on Fridays, which means that you've got half of Friday and Saturday and Sunday to be connecting people. That means by Monday you can be dramatically wealthier than you are tonight as you become a wealth engineer with us. It is the best time to become a wealth engineer on a Thursday night. Do it and start tomorrow connecting people. By lunchtime you could have your 3, and then the rest of the weekend you're making money with us here at DuePoint. Folks, this is a nationwide business, 24 hours a day, every corner of the nation. And every couple of weeks we are down in a new city. In about 2 weeks' time, I'm down this time in Cape Town, which is proving to, or it looks like it's going to be our biggest encounter of the year. Hundreds of people have booked tickets already, which is very exciting, and I'm hoping to see all of you there. If you haven't booked your tickets already, do it now, because we're right now deciding which venue we're going to use that day to house everybody. So go to our website or our app, click on events, scroll down to attend or to this event and click attend. Fill in your details and your guests' details and get your tickets. You know how much the tickets cost? Nothing. We do not charge you for the tickets. We do not charge you for anything at DuePoint. Get out there and get it done right now and come and join us in the Western Cape for an incredible encounter. Folks, this weekend is our development seminar for this month. We have been agonizing over it, not only over the content, which we always do to make it the world-class training, but what to do because of this flippin' World Cup rugby that just gets in the way. Okay, and I'm a huge rugby fan, so it's getting my way too. On Saturday morning, we would normally have our dev seminar at 11 o'clock, but at 11 o'clock, the whole nation will have stopped moving and will be seated in front of their TVs. We saw it last week. Last week, it was me and one guy over there in the corner. That's all it was. Everyone else was watching the rugby. Okay, we don't want a repeat of that, especially with our development seminar, which only happens once a month. And so, we have got a special on this Saturday. First of all, we are moving the dev from 11 to 9 a.m. Please remember that. Make sure your channels know that. Send the WhatsApps out now. Call your people. Let them know. 9 a.m. Around the country, you can tune in and watch the broadcast. Once the development seminar is over, around 10 o'clock, when the match is going to start, we're going to put the match up on the big screen. We've got Cokes and chips and snacks and all sorts for the morning. So it is not worth staying at home, Gauteng. Because first of all, your TV is only this big. That's how big your TV is there. This is a huge screen. I checked it today in full HD. It will be up. You'll have the audience to cheer on with you. It's going to be an exciting day. I know it's not South Africa, but it's going to be a hell of a warm-up for South Africa's game on Sunday. So be here if you're in Gauteng for the Dev Seminar at 9 o'clock. It's going to be amazing. Rob's doing the serving mindset, how to create wealth without having to sell. That's what he's going to teach you on Saturday morning. That is an incredible, incredible lesson. How to create wealth without having to sell. I can't express the importance of your attendance here on Saturday morning. If you're outside of Gauteng, tune in. It's going to be amazing. There'll be no introduction presentation on Saturday morning. If you want to introduce people to DuePoint on Saturday, you know our YouTube channel has got now, I think, 1,310 introduction presentations. Go pick one and play it. Anyone, your favorite one on Saturday morning. For those of you who do end up at the office, we'll put an intro on in the sideboard room, but it's going to be drowned out by the noise of what's coming out of this auditorium. So plan around that accordingly, but we're looking forward to Saturday. It's going to be super exciting here. Make sure you are here. Book your tickets now online. And then, folks, all the tools that you need here at DuePoint are available to you. YouTube is how you watch us live and find our pre-recorded or previously recorded presentations and trainings. Facebook has got all the social media content that you need on it. We publish every single day social media for you. This week and last week, some fantastic stuff that you can share, paste, copy, move out onto your own personal pages. And then, folks, all of our podcasts, for those of you battling with data, we've got everything in podcast for you as well, which is a fraction of the size. DuePoint is not like anything you have seen before. I can assure you of that. We do the research. We're a major business in South Africa. We're making tremendous, tremendous noise at the moment. And you have the opportunity this evening to pick up a completely unique tool that can change your life permanently. Permanently. You're not gambling. This is not a speculative business. It's an input-output business. If you put the energy and time in, your life will be different. If you've got questions and concerns, come and ask me if you're here this evening. Those of you who are around the country watching, call client service during the week or ask the person who connected you this evening. Don't leave with the wrong perception. Don't leave with your questions unanswered. There isn't a question that you have that we can't answer because we are legit. Call us, ask them, and then pick up the tool and start building. We'll be live again tomorrow at 12:15. For those of you who want to get your first round of guests in, 12:15 we're broadcasting. If you're at work, perfect. You've got work data. You can turn it on your computers, gather your mates around at 12:15, and by 1 o'clock they can all be in your channel, and you could have connected at least your first 3, but maybe many more. The rest of you, we're going to look forward to seeing you in our studio as well at 12:15, and then remember 9 a.m. on Saturday morning for the rest. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys outside.